The Detroit Lions will make the playoffs this season. No, you do not need to rewind this to make sure you heard that correctly. And yes, Vegas still has them at 200-1 to win it all. But after the Lions' dominant 40-14 win over the Jaguars in Week 13, Detroit is now a legitimate playoff contender at 5-7. And don't forget that 7 teams make the playoffs from each conference now. The Lions have only made the playoffs 3 times in the 21st century, and they've lost all 3 games in the wildcard round. The Lions are 4-1 over the last 5 games after starting the season at dismal 1-6. Most of us saw their only loss over the 5-game stretch on Thanksgiving Day when they lost a very close competitive game to the Super Bowl contender Buffalo Bills. Detroit also lost a close one to the Dolphins 31-27 at the end of October if you look at their last 6. Vegas is recognizing the competitiveness of the Lions as they are favored to beat the 10-2 Vikings as a 5-7 team in Week 14. The team is playing inspired competitive football under second-year head coach Dan Campbell, or MCDC, which is short for Motor City Dan Campbell and is his nickname on the Lions. Jared Goff once again looks like a franchise quarterback. Many had written off the former number 1 overall pick after their trade with the Rams for Matthew Stafford. Yes, Matthew Stafford, who went on to win a Super Bowl with the Rams in his first season. Goff has a 95.7 QB rating after 12 games this season. He has 19 touchdowns to only 7 interceptions. He is getting rid of the ball quicker and protection has been better this year. Through 12 games, he has only been sacked 19 times versus 35 sacks over all 14 games he played in the prior season. Jamal Williams leads the NFL in touchdowns with 14, and he appears to be the heart and soul of the team along with Dan Campbell. Electric running back counterpart DeAndre Swift has dealt with injuries most of the season, but appears to be getting healthy at the right time. The sun god Amon-Ra St. Brown is becoming a star in only his second NFL season at receiver. He caught 2 more touchdowns in Week 13 versus the Jaguars. He has 830 yards receiving to go along with 6 reception touchdowns. What a steal for the 112th overall pick out of USC. Jamison Williams, the 2022 first-round 12th overall pick, was a star at Alabama and just came off of IR last week. So the Lions should see an added boost at receiver through the final 5 games. The offense is ranked 8th overall and has improved offensive yards per game by 12% over last year. Yes, the defense ranks dead last in the league for opponent yards per game, given up at 402 per game. But over the last 3, they have been better than 9 other teams while giving up only 360 per game. The team has seen great moments from rookie second overall pick Aiden Hutchinson on the defensive line, and he continues to improve weekly as well. Local Detroit radio host described the defense just this week as pulling a 180 under coordinator Aaron Glenn. They said it was one of the worst defenses in NFL history over the last year and a half, and now they're swarming to the ball as a team, and they're fun to watch. Through the first 7 games, the defense had 5 takeaways and 9 sacks. Over the last 6 games, the defense had 10 takeaways and 13 sacks. The final games are versus the Vikings, at the Jets, at the Panthers, versus the Bears, and at the Packers. This is not an easy final 5 games, but one where you could see this team winning 4 out of the last 5 and finishing 9-8. 9-8 could be good enough to beat out teams like the New York Giants and the Washington Commanders or the Seattle Seahawks. Recall that the Lions beat both the Commanders and the Giants but lost to the Seahawks earlier in the season. The significance of this is that head-to-head is the number 1 tiebreaker for the 3 wildcard spots. With wins over 2 out of the 3 teams ahead of the Lions for the wild card, and both the Giants and the Commanders having 2 of the toughest remaining schedules, the Detroit Lions will make the playoffs this season. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more at NFL Study videos. Thank you for watching.